name is Dinesh Mohan. I'll be 66 in January 2025, and I stay at two places, which is Gurgaon and Chandigarh. And I've been working for the last 8 years as a model and an actor and a motivational speaker. I slipped into depression a long time back due to various reasons. Everybody has negative circumstances in their life, and I could not deal with mine. And initially, I could not recognize that what's happening to me. Depression is such that you got to accept it first, recognize it, accept it, and then you can move forward from there. So in my case, the recognition and the acceptance wasn't happening because I didn't know ABC of depression. And so it started resulting in a lot of physical ailments because I was shut in my home due to my own defeatist, self-destructive, and even suicidal thinking. And I started eating a lot, which very soon developed into an eating disorder. I would eat at night and, go hungry through the day. So I started putting on a lot of weight, and blood pressure, heart problem, pre-diabetic, almost bordering on to diabetes. And then I had severe bouts of vertigo, resulting in a loss of motor function. And so the situation became worse and worse for me. And I went up to 135 kgs during those years. So this was a process which continued for almost 7 to 8 years, wherein I was struggling with all these, mental issues and panic attacks and physical ailments and things like that. Nothing was happening in my life. I wasn't allowing anything to happen in my life. I wasn't even talking to anybody about my problems and what I am going through. Slowly, these things started growing so much that when I had, at the end of these years, when I had these bouts of vertigo and loss of motor function, I could not get up from my bed for at least 7 to 8 months. So, it didn't matter what is happening outside in the outside world. It was just, a very dark space to be in from one day to another. I used to live with my younger sister and her husband in Gurgaon, majorly at that time. And they were very encouraging. I started communicating with them, what am I going through? And they were very understanding. So I found that communication is very important. It would, give me some kind of catharsis or some kind of, steaming out. And I would just, I didn't bother that they would think that I have gone mad or, whatever fear of judgment. I simply did away with that. I made it a point that I tell them every little thing that I'm going through. So that helped me a lot. And my brother-in-law is a very strong character. So one day he actually sat me down. He took leave from his office. He sat in my room the entire day, and all day he was trying to, counsel me and pull me out of that situation, almost to the point of, getting angry with me and showing this thing just to push me out of that situation, that now they are totally fed up with my, with looking after me and all that. So this thing actually set me thinking that here are people who were so tolerant, who are my only, family in this world, and they are getting so fed up with me. And they had strong belief in my, willpower. So I didn't want to let them down. And I decided from that evening that right now I'll start making little changes in my life so that, every day I make some progress. I could understand this very easily, that maybe if I control my diet or change my dietary habits, the other things would start falling into place. So I decided to have a holistic shift in my diet, which was very drastic. The most difficult part, as you asked me, is when I wanted to walk again. You know, I made it a point that I have to walk on my own without any assistance. So getting up from my bed initially and going to the washroom, uh, which is in every room, which is attached these days, and which was very near, was a Herculean task. I would lean onto the walls and be very scared, you know, and I would make sure that in the bathroom also I have things that I can hold on to and maintain my balance. So this fear that I'll fall down, and I fell down many times too, was very, very, it was playing very heavy on my mind all the time. So that was the tougher part, and I had to take physiotherapy during that time, to relearn how to walk and be confident, and so it was a constant effort for at least 3 years. I always tell people that if I can do this, and I was already beyond 50, the time that I overcame my illnesses and started this new innings of modeling and acting in my life. So if somebody like me can do it, then anybody can achieve it. And don't do it for anyone else, do it for yourself. Everyone deserves a joyful, healthy existence. And most of the times, it's our attitude which stops us from attaining that. We become defeatist, we get depressed, we stop talking about our problems. So always communicate, recognize, communicate, and use your willpower to get out of that phase. This is what I would suggest.